Hi everybody, this is Connie from Perry Paper Crafts coming on today to share with you just a quick 8.5 by 11 scrapbook layout for Halloween. I didn't realize I ever got to hit the start button, so I've got a couple things done, so I'm going to back up for just a moment here. But first of all, I should probably tell you I can't talk very well, so I hope you can understand me. I had oral surgery a few days ago and I'm still recuperating from that. But I wanted to get this done and get on to some other projects. So, uh, forgot what my train of thought was though. Okay, well again, 8.5 by 11 layout. I'm using I think it's called Ginger Witch from Little Scraps I haven't designed. It's a new design. I'm not 100% sure of the name. I just made this a little bit smaller. She's about the broom and everything about, let's see, 4.25 by, let's say about 3 1/8 or so. I originally sized her for a card and then I saw a layout and I thought, oh, she'd be cute on that. So that's where my mind went. And then, oh, and I also put glossy accents on the bubbles in the cauldron, but I need to add some more because I want it to be a little bit more dimensional. It's still pretty flat. The other thing, these witch boots are from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs also. They are from the 3D Halloween accents. You get some olds and then some Halloween icons in there. So I just took these out and put them on there. This border, it's not attached, the spider web border is also from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. I'm almost positive. I've had it forever and I forgot to go back into Design Space and look, so my apologies. Okay, and the paper I'm using, all of the printed is digital paper. It's a digital paperback. This came with it. I'm going to, when I'm done, put some glossy accents in the bubbles in the cauldron and some glitter on the bats and also some glossy accents on the button in the middle of the flower. Excuse me, still having some problems here. This is cut at 11 1/4 inches and then whatever width it came in with Design Space. You can use any kind of border. I just kind of liked the gray with this, and I thought, well, a spider web border for Halloween would work good. These boots are cut, let's see if I can get a good, about 1 3/4 high, and then whatever, and that's for one, not for both together, just for one, and whatever Design Space brings in the width at. My photo mats are 3 by 4, so I did 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and then 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Brain's still on some kind of pain medicine, I think. And then I have my circles, which my half circles. This one is about 3 1/4 inches tall. This one is 4 inches tall. I brought paper into Cricut Design Space, and then I put a half circle and just sliced it out of there. This is glitter paper from an ombre pack from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. So I'm going to go ahead and get started again and see what I can manage here. Now I got the layout design from, I think it's called the Happy Elephant here on YouTube. Great lady, I love watching her stuff. She just does all kinds of things. She made this. She's not putting her pages in in page protectors. So she made this as a flip flap, okay? And then she did the back, which you can certainly do. I'm just keeping mine flat, and then she had her whole page covered. It's a beautiful layout. I just decided I'm going to keep mine flat, and so again, this black piece is 11 by 3 7/8. Striped piece is 10 7/8 tall by 3 1/4, 3 3/4 wide, only because I did not print it wide enough because I was going to have it over here, and then this printed paper would be on this side, and imagine me messing it. So, I'm sure nobody else ever does that. I can't laugh, so well, I can a little bit, but it's not the smartest thing to do right now. But you get the gist of it. I wanted to let you know I'm coming back. Hopefully I'll get it cut yet today. I'll see once how things go. I want to work on a cookie tag, a fall cookie tag for my sassy little great niece for some cookies I'm going to make for them, for her family. Um, I was going to use the, excuse me, one of the bunny bakers. I think I just shared it on a paper or a treat box. Well, I'm going to use, how can these papers not be exactly the same length? I'm going to be using it's the Clyde Ball holding the cookie with the pumpkin. I don't remember. It's from Bug Designs. That's what I'm using for the, what do you call it? Tag. I'll come on and do the paper piece. I'm trying to be respectful of, I think it's Sweet Designs by Cheryl. She does a lot of paper piecing videos for Bug Designs. Trying to be respectful and not do any that she's done. So if she's done it already, I'm sorry. Was not aware, and I haven't looked. But I'll do the paper piecing for that, and then share with you the goodness, excuse me, tag I put together. I just have to find some paper for my tag. I am getting kind of low on fall paper, but I have plenty to print. So that's what I have to figure out. It takes me a long time when I'm either using physical paper or printing paper to pick out my designs. So, okay, get my pieces back over here. And I have a, what do I want to see? I think it's one of the teeth. I'll say it that way so you can understand better. The teeth, just a single one from Bug Designs because I'm going to either do just a um, small scrapbook layout or a page, journal page, whatever. With it was about my teeth, or I might do 8.5 by 11. I'm also working on a, what I want to say. I have a 2-inch binder, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's got 5.5 by 8.5 inch page protectors in it. A lot of fun. And so I started to kind of do it. I only got a couple pages in there, but oh shoot. I knew I would do that. I wanted it to be designed something, kind of on the lines of an Elizabeth Craft Designs, I think it's called. Um, like a planner or a journal. Annette Green here on YouTube does a lot of designing for the pages and for Elizabeth Craft Designs for that, and she does a lot of videos with it. Well, bring this down further. Unfortunately, folks, I'm not quite rich enough to be able to afford all the dyes and stuff. So I'm just kind of doing my own thing with it. So I now scrapbook in, it's not down far enough, but this will work. 8.5 by 5.5, 8.5 by 11, and 12 by 12. I will show you the page quick when I'm done here. The first one I did, and it's just kind of a front page. It's not for photos or anything. Don't want that at the bottom. I just printed a page and I did put a paper piece on it and a little, I think it had a sticker. I can't remember, but I'm just doing whatever, I feel like doing that day. And sometimes it just might be a paper piece. I don't know what to do with. I put in there. Could journal about that or my day. Sometimes it might be something like a little layout. I'm just, when I said I'm doing whatever I want and what I like to do, that's what I'm doing. So I am going to take a piece of scratch paper here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I forgot to leave the glue off my paper piece right in here. So it'll, what do I want to say? It'll come off. When I take this off and the glue dries, it'll come off fine. I'm just, that's what happens when I talk and do things. Forget what I'm doing. And that's not exactly true because I forget what I'm doing no matter if I'm talking to anybody or not. Now, I have to think about this a moment. I had these kind of planned where I wanted them. And kind of put them in here. Again, this is just a very simple layout. I'm just doing for my great nieces and nephews some Halloween pictures I have. Glue's almost empty, and what a mess. Yep, very good. So that's my layout page. Very simple. I'm going to move that aside in a moment and show you my little funky crow here. And another thing I did with this, so give me a moment. Get this. Oh, I gotta quick cut this off or I'll forget. And I'll try to stick it in the page protector and wonder why it won't fit. Today I finally realized I could build these pages on junk mail, truthfully, because if I'm covering up the whole page, you won't see it. What a nice way to save money and recycle, right? I'm going to take this out a minute. So, I printed a piece of paper, some digital art that I have. It doesn't really look like it in a way when I look at the camera, the picture, but I can look at it in real life and realize it's not. The only thing that's a paper piece on here is this little crow. It's actually a design from Marjorie and Designs. I can't remember if it was from Franklin Loves Fall. I'm not sure. Anyway, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I made it for some other reason and I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. And I thought, oh, that'll look cute. So I had this printed, like I said, this page off, 8.5 tall, 5.5 wide. And then I put this sticker on there and it's just going in front of my page here. So that, like I said, I'm just doing whatever moves me that day just to do something. This page I created from a design I've seen. Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't remember where I saw it. I really don't. But I created everything in Design Space. The notebook paper is from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. I just cut a little piece of would have figured out some washi tape I might have had or something. I just cut that little strip, cut those little arrows out, and yeah, that one I stuck down. This I did with Cricut, had the pen write it. This uh, design element is from Knitwit Collections. Pumpkin Patch, maybe? I just printed it out. I did do a little extra coloring with colored pencils. It doesn't probably show real well, but that enhances digital artwork immensely. Or you can use markers, whatever you choose. This is open. See if I can get an unglued piece of paper and you can put photos back here. I didn't pop this up or anything. Uh, you can, whatever. The background, I think you can see somewhat, is embossed with an embossing folder from Spellbinders. It's it's this size, so it's designed you could cut it in half and use it for two 4.25 by 5.5 inch cards. So that's what I did for a couple pages. And then my sister sends me cards. I'm not going to take these out. They're better. And I have a fuse tool that I'm learning how to use. Excuse me, but wow, I'm not very good yet at all. So I just cut my page protector down so this will be smaller. If I want to put a note or something, I'll just stick it right on the front because I do a lot with stickers with my Cricut writing and stuff. So, or I could just do something with Microsoft Word, but I like doing it with Cricut because then I can, what do I want to say? Uh, cut it out with the Cricut. I'm not the fussy cut. I don't do that well. Anyway, those are some of the things I've been working on. I'll come back and share with you my treat boxes in a few days. And then, like I said, I want to work on mm, my tag also. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day and take care.